An ex-writer and PA from Colleen's show, Haters Back Off from Netflix, has spoken up about the awful workplace because of Colleen. Okay, this is from the article itself that will be linked. Take two. Being the writer assistant, showrunner's assistant, writer's PA on Haters Back Off. You heard that right? Three job titles, and still every month that I made rent was an absolute miracle. Was my first real job in Hollywood. A fresh-faced, recent college graduate, I had been warned that your first job in a writer's room can be grueling. It's customary to spend years paying your dues, working long hours, fetching countless happy vegan salads and skinny vanilla lattes for the higher ups, the usual fare. And I wasn't prepared for that. Excited even. What I wasn't prepared for, however, was the unique set of circumstances that I was walking into. Despite my legacy of being extremely online, I was not familiar with Miranda Sings, the character at the center of the show. I remember the night before my first day on the job, I clicked on her YouTube channel and watched video after video in pure confusion. Isn't this supposed to be for kids? She was dressed like Bozo the Clown, but she kept making odd jokes about being, molested. And in one clip, I saw her on stage encouraging what appeared to be a small child to literally reach into her pants and rummage around a bit. I texted my friend, hoping one of them could explain her appeal to me because clearly I was missing something. The show was going into pre production at the peak of her fame, and this woman was huge. This post is going to be different than my other one, so before I get into it, I just want to state for the record the following post details my personal experience while working on Haters Back Off and more broadly, my opinions on working in less than ideal creative workplace environments over the years. While I cannot speak to the specific allegations against Colleen Ballinger, I stand with every single one of the children and young adults who have bravely shared their experiences in the past few weeks. In the face of attacks from online gaslighters and bizarre, callous ukulele soundtrack response videos, they deserve to be supported, heard, and believed. For more background allegations, I recommend Becky's TikTok, Adam's YouTube page, Paige Christie's overview video, this article from NBC News, this one from HuffPost, and this one from Rolling Stone. Pictured here, my sad little desk at Haters Back Off headquarters. Me at the season 1 premiere trying to make the best of it, and in the writer's room surrounded by haunting Miranda. This was 2016, only a few months after a fellow April Rain, that is, launched the hashtag Oscar So White campaign. So it goes without saying that I was the only black person in this office. And as uncomfortable as that made me feel, as a POM, or person of Midwestern experience, I knew how to make nice in a white space. Upon meeting Colleen, my first impression of her was that she was boisterous, opinionated, and had a stunning lack of humility that was unlike anything I had ever seen. Immediately upon entering the writer's room, I was treated to story after story about her sold out shows, how obsessed her fans were with her, and the lengths they would go to get her attention. On the second day, she hauled in a small portion of her collection of art made by her beloved Merfandas. This included several paper mache Miranda heads, as seen in the previous photo, homemade figurines, stacks upon stacks of fan mail, and drawings of something called the Daddy Saddle. The Daddy Saddle, I would come to learn, is an item featured in many of Miranda Sings videos, and it's used to allow Miranda to more easily ride around on her uncle's back. The uncle character was something that Colleen took great pride in. She had spent years building him into the essential Miranda Sings lore, and once we began to break stories for the show, it became clear that he was going to be an integral part of it. Miranda and Uncle Jim had a, in the character's words, special relationship. She once gave me the honor of naming a character after me, a villain at Miranda's school who thought she was better than everyone else because she was a Christian. Colleen made it known on several occasions that she could tell I was less than thrilled with the show, even once pulling me aside and quipping, "You totally hate this, right?" I could tell that my discomfort with the art that we were creating was notable to her. She would often pitch something vile and then look over to me and ask, "Any thoughts, April?" It was almost like she took a weird pleasure in making me uncomfortable and knowing that even if I wanted to, there was absolutely nothing I could do about it. She was cruel, and it was that same cruelty that I recognized in the video she posted on Wednesday, addressing the many allegations that have been piling up against her over the last few weeks. My 2 seasons on Haters Back Off were, unfortunately, not my only experience being deeply uncomfortable in the workplace while in pursuit of my dream of becoming a television writer. I have worked with sexists, with racists, with people who called me a diversity hire behind my back, with people who wanted applause for resisting the urge to touch my hair despite all its delicious textures, and with people who were both threatened by my voice and desperate for my approval. And each time I encountered yet another in the workplace, I noticed that they seem to all have something in common: an unwavering contempt for cancel culture and a pathological failure to demonstrate even an iota of accountability. Let me be the millionth person to say it. Cancel culture is not real. The majority of the people I know who work in this industry have spent years of their lives waiting, hoping that an article will finally drop, naming the sins of the they endured and finishing them for good. And each one has had to stand by and watch as that person is dragged on Twitter for a few days, removed from a project or two, and is back on their feet in time for next year's Emmys. There is no witch hunt, no toxic gossip train, no dangerous mob hell-bent on destroying the life of an innocent person just for something to do. The truth is, there are real people who have had real experiences that have affected them a great deal, and there are narcissists who chose to cover their ears and look the other way. And this is the article written by April on apologizetomE.com, entitled On Cancel Culture, Accountability, and Being in the Writer's Room with Miranda. Holy crap. Wow! Asian crap? Not to mention her disgust for POC being in the background. Every time I read or hear something about her, it gets worse. Takeaway: she's an absolute horrible person who will never give any of the victims what they want, a true apology so they can heal. And this is the part about the Asian crap. I took note as Colleen was shown an Asian food market that would be redressed as a bodega for the show, and watched her disgust as she demanded assurance that all the Asian crap would be removed before filming. She clearly passed by every opportunity to educate herself and grow out of the jokes that were okay when she was in high school. She's been in the world long enough to know the real harm they cause. No excuse. I believe everything, but I do not believe she's racist. Oh, yeah? Here's a clip. The title is Miranda Sings is Racist.
Hola, I'm Carita. I am Rosa. This is my cousin. We work at the taco together. Of course, but I am soon to be a manager. She just got promoted to the drive-thru, so she talks to the people. Your eyebrows look especially good today. I know today is because I have like the natural hair coming. Did you? You are like looking at your own image and it's like Jason, I'm looking at myself because I think I look pretty today. Man, I am so good. Look at how even my eyebrows are today. Your eyebrows look really good. Did you? I ran out of eyeliner today, so I had to use a Sharpie. Oh, you had to use a Sharpie? Because sometimes you need to use eyeliner, not lip liner, because it was the lip liner attracts the men to the lips, and that's all I want to kiss. you know. And then also sometimes if you leave hair in your eyebrow and don't pluck it all, it makes your eyebrows look more natural when you pencil them in.
Yes,
with the
it's true. It's a little trick we learned because most girls just shave it all off.
No, that's
and
stupid.
then like they just pencil it on, but it's like
No.
if you leave a little bit of hair, then it like looks more natural. Well, anyways, I am aspiring to be a hairdresser, and she wants to be a rapper.
Oh, you know.
She wants to be the first like really famous like female rapper. So like it's like her.
There hasn't been one. There hasn't been no girl rapper, so I'm like, I'm here for
And
them.
also you are hot and like you are new and fresh. How about you like spin a beat for them right now? You can like I'll sing for them because
Okay.
I'm a singer.
You spin my backup for me.
I'm gonna be like the first like singing hairdresser that's ever been because there's never been anyone like that before. So I think that like it'll be really good if I was like a hairdresser and I could sing at the same time. So it'd
Like,
be like
she could,
I
like,
get extra
entertain.
treat. Yes.
You know she can sing, you know she gotta bring all the hotness to the I still working on the lyrics sometimes. I crossed the border, I went to Borders, and then I read a book on how to make my look. That's why I'm so hot and you are not.
She's hot and you're not. Oh damn.
Check it.
Oh, she's so hot.
Don't you know it? Hold on, we got this.
Oh, Del Taco.
She works at the drive-thru at Del Taco. You know how the boys go loco. You can tell that she's new when she's working the drive-thru. She'll press the buttons and make it go muttons. She puts all the beef in the rice. And then we go and catch the mice. I set the mouse trap.
Del Taco. Oh yeah.
I set the mouse trap. Then it goes map.
Del Taco.
That's basically it now.
We've been working on it for like a couple weeks, so like we're hoping to make like the next theme song for the next Taco commercial.
Yeah.
If
I need
she
to
is a
learn how
rapper,
to.
I can be like her
No.
backup singer and I can be her like hairdresser at the
I
same
just thought
time.
of a new lyric.
Okay.
If I learn how to play the guitar, I'll go far. That's like the new lyric I just made up.
So
My
it's
new
like-
boy Jose, I saw him outside. He was gardening with his shirt on. I was like, oh man, oh so hot, you know. He hotwired a new car and took me on a date in it, and it was nice. He has got a big backseat too.
Nice,
Said
like-
the new one I'm dating, he's got kids, but like his ex-girlfriend takes them, you know. So I don't
she
even
like
have
always
to see them.
Yeah, she like always takes care of him, so she like never has to take care of him, and he like doesn't even want to be her dad anymore
No.
anyway. So it's like he never even really sees him. So
No,
it's
not
like
at all.
whatever. You should talk about Carlos.
Oh God, I don't even talk about Carlos.
Don't even
okay?
get me started on Carlos. Okay?
Don't you know it's illegal
Don't
for me
even-
to even talk about him?
It's not illegal. You just can't be within 50 feet of him.
I know. No, he can't be within 50 feet of me. Oh, did I tell you I'm getting a Chihuahua?
What are you, another one? You already have like 4.
I know, but this one, I like it a lot because it's gonna be like.
Where are
like
you
tica.
getting it from?
I'm getting it from this chick on the street. She breeds them.
Oh, I am so sick about the Chihuahuas. But it's like crazy because like I'm used to a lot of people, but it's like without Chihuahuas, it's like where do I even like step? Because
like-
I feel like I'm always gonna step
but
on
then-
him.
but then
Because
they-
I had an accident last year when I stepped on Chihuahua
Oh, I
on
forgot
little
about
Bella's head, and I like cracked her head, and then like she died. And like my little niece, she was so pissed at me, she didn't even talk to me for like a week.
No, it's true. She didn't at all.
So we just wanted to like say hello and,
And
be
like get our name out there. I am Rosa Sanchez.
Galita Sanchez.
You have such prettier names.
Galita. Galita, Galita,
Oh,
Galita,
you know it's Rosa.
Rosa, Galita,
So
Galita,
Rosa,
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 Rosa, Oye,
uh.
Oye, this is our show. I hope you like it. I hope you like our movie that we made for
Rosa,
you.
Rosa,
Rosa, Galita,
Rita.
we are cousins.
She's so effing gross and self-obsessed.